Hello and welcome to the next episode in the Parque Warner Recreation Planet Coaster series. And I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of repeating in every video the same thing. But again, I'm sorry, lots of life stuff happening to me. Some bad, some good, but I'm not going to enter into details. And I'm going pretty slow. Also, making recreations makes you go really slowly. But the good thing is that I've been working a lot on this, and I have material for 2 videos. And the good and the the better thing is that I'm going to, as soon as I finish recording this episode, I'm going to record the next one. So thankfully we will have 2 episodes back to back on the same week, and that's good. So let's start showing a little bit what I've been doing. I've been making during these months, because it has been 3 months, I know, since the last episode. I don't even know if this is the 4th episode, but yeah, if it's not, it will be the right episode in the title. But let's see. So the most important thing I've been making for this episode is the Ben&Jerry's Ice Cream Parlor. It's like a sitting wall. The thing is, okay, so the park doesn't know what this building wants to be. Usually it's an ice cream building, but most of the time it's closed. Or every time I've been there, and that was like a ton of years ago, but every time I've been there, this building has been closed. But if you've seen the photos, it's a Ben&Jerry's building. And I've also read in some forums that the Ben&Jerry's was closed, but actually it's not closed. It seems to have opened as a Ben&Jerry's again, because they changed the logo, and I've seen some photos from 2017 with the new logo and people actually buying ice creams. But yeah, it's an ice cream parlor. What I've done, because I didn't know if the Ben&Jerry's, I wanted to make like a little joke with the game, and I just turn it into a Cosmic Cow building instead of a Ben&Jerry's, because Ben&Jerry's, Cosmic Cow is a parody of it's a clear parody of Ben&Jerry's by Frontier. So yeah, they have like in real life, they have a Ben&Jerry's picture, like a drawing with the black cows in the green gardens and the blue sky, and I just make it with the Cosmic Cow color, with the pinks and the fluorescent blues and the UFO of Cosmic and all that. So that's fun. Also, there's a bin here. The garbage, the trash cans for the restaurants are different from the trash cans in the parks. They are bigger. I make some trays, food trays inside the trash can. Like, I always try to make as much detail as possible, and watching the Google photos and some other photos in like searching from Google and the Google Street View maps and all that. Also, I lose a lot of time. This is true, but I lose a lot of time making Photoshop high resolution versions of the things I see on Google Street View, because you can see them, but they are really, really low quality. They are blurry, so I remake them in Photoshop, and this is how I made it. The ice creams are fake. I think it's the company, the ice cream company that works in Parque Warner. I think it's Kami, but this will be like Ben&Jerry's thingies. I just use some generic ice cream for the marketing, basically. But yeah, you can get a Cosmic Cow ice cream. It's usable and all that, and that's good. The logo also, this thing was really hard to make, because I made it in a straight wall, and I would have loved to show you, but time lapses are really slow to make, and I have an idea for the 3rd video that I have planned, and I will talk about that in the next episode. But yeah, this was really hard to make, because it was done in a straight line and used lights, and as you can see, when I make black lights at night, it's with lights, and it's beautiful at night and all that, just as the real night photos I have seen from the building. The thing is, the Empire logo, these letters are also lighted in the real park, but it's impossible because I needed to make them as small as possible in the game, and the only thing that I could use for that are the books, like in the Metropolis shop. And as you can see, but it looks really good. It looks like the Art Deco real stuff in the park, and getting actually the shape of the building was hard, and I had to use Google Maps and then make like a huge billboard, like a Photoshop of a huge billboard, and then do this shape because of the degrees of turning the walls make and all that, and that's why it was so hard to make this sign. But yeah, I'm really happy with this building. Also, the tables, I would have preferred that they were tables with these typical metal chairs, but there's no way to create them in Planet Coaster to be usable like that, so this is the best thing I could make out of this. And just as Mask says in Brunation, it's good enough. I think it's good enough. Sometimes things have to be good enough. Also, the door where the people that work in the ice cream parlor have to enter and all that. And I've also worked a little bit on the staff area, on the backstage, with this trash. These bins are giganormous compared to the doors. They are too big. Frontier, oh my god, come on. Like the wheels are as big as the head of a person. It's completely bonkers. I had to hide the wheels because they were too tall, if not. But yeah, I've been working on the staff a little bit only. It's not much, but I've been working on the staff rooms, and there's actually a staff room in the interior. That's why the staff actually come here and use them. That's why I left open the door, even if this door is usually closed or half closed. But no, actually not. This door is not half closed. This was closed at the beginning when the park opened. That's the recreation. I'm basing the recreation on the glory days, but also mixing some things from the things I like that they've changed. But there's like a huge water park, and the entrance is here. It's really silly. I'm not going to make the water park, and because it's silly, and the water park is so cheap looking. It's horrible. The entrance is inside the park, one of the entrances. It's absolutely terrible, and I was not going to recreate that. So this is a backstage staff area, and that's it. More things I've made. There's some generic Metropolis buildings in this corner, and those are made because they need to hide this is the end or the beginning, if you want to call that, of the area of Metropolis and the DC SuperHeroes area. And back here there's a huge show building with a show, the Police Academy based show with the stunt show, and you can see it from here. And but the buildings are fake, and they basically hide the majority of the building. Even that said, I'm going to try to recreate the top, like the stunt show, and I have some ideas for this because I really want to show the the Police Academy thing, because I'm pretty fond of that movie. But that's going to be made in the future. Like when I finish with the DC part, the real part that I'm recreating, that's when I'm going to build that. Not right now, but that's good enough. Also, yeah, this is the fountain with the as you can see, there's nothing. I need to make this restaurant, the Lex Luthor flat ride, but I've been working on this corner, as you can see, and there's some handmade vending machines, handmade vending machines, the Coca-Cola. These are based on the Google ones that I've seen, like the real ones in the park. I changed the art a little bit of this one, but the brake thing is similar to the idea, but there's the red and the yellow one going outside. I couldn't find a good art of that, so I thought it was a good idea to show all the mascots of M&M's inside the breaking vending machine. But this one was not as blurry and from another area of the park, so I could get a better photo. Even then it's a little bit blurry. But this is one of the real images you have from the park, and these are the M&Ms red and yellow. I think actually the names are red and yellow because I tried to look for high quality art of Google of this image and it was impossible, and I've seen like a ton of art of them, and the names are red, yellow, blue, but that's it. And they're mixed with some real vending machines the game gave us in the studio pack, I think it was, so actually the guests can use them, so that's good, even if some of them are in front of light posts and things, and they are going to, and guests are going to traverse them, but good enough. The important thing is that it looked exactly like the real park, and that's how I made it. These are lights made to look like the real ones. They are made with the emergency lights, switched off, and they look really similar to the real life stuff. And actually, we are just at the end of the video, and this is the entrance of the area. So just as you pass this, it's outside. It's I think it's called the movie world studios area, but just outside is that, and I'm going to show them that in the next episode. I'm not going to recreate it, but I need to add some of the stuff so it doesn't look as bad when you pass from an area to the other. And yeah, that's it for the video today. I'm going to show now some comparison photos from this park and the real life version, so you know how similar I've tried to make them. And yeah, that's it. I hope you have liked it. Again, I'm sorry for the 3 months without a video. I hope I can't promise this, but I hope they come faster. The second one is going to come faster because it's going to be already made. But yeah, I hope you like this video. I hope you like the comparisons. We're going to change the way we show this in the future videos. But that's it for the video today. Goodbye and have a nice week.